everybody! So in this video, this is the first time I've ever used liquid latex, and I made this wonderfully, horribly grotesque wound. It's as if I've been cut up the wrist and someone crudely stitched me together with twine. And I love it. I think it's pretty awesome. I mean, it's messy, but like I said, it's the first time ever I used it. So stay tuned so you can see how I created this awesome wound. So for this project, I'm going to be using some gauze that I'm going to cut into pieces, some cotton balls that I'm going to unroll, and some twine, a bottle of liquid latex, and you might want to have some water on hand and some paper towels, scissors, things like that. Okay, just so you know, liquid latex is not pleasant smelling at all. So we're going to take some liquid latex soaked gauze and just start laying it on my arm, then smooth it out a little bit with some more of the liquid latex, because you want it to spread out a little bit, because we're going to have to make, when we paint it, we're going to have to make it blend in to the skin. And it could be messy looking, because, you know, wounds are messy. Okay, this is very messy. No! This may actually be enough, but we'll see. And I am in no terms a professional with this stuff, so we will see what I can come up with. And then anyway, so we just want to get this liquid latex and even that out a little bit. Just like that. Okay, and then we're gonna take, where did my unrolled piece of cotton go? This is so messy. So we're gonna take our cotton ball. So this is just to raise it up a little bit, so when I cut it down the middle, I don't cut my own skin. I'll have something to cut on. Okay, now I'm going to go take the blow dryer to this. Okay, so this is dry. I did take a hair dryer to it and to speed up the process a little bit. Now for my scissors, I'm going to put a little more, sprinkle a little more powder on it, just because I'm afraid the latex will stick to it. So I'm going to just kind of just slowly cut down the arm. And it's going to take a little bit because I want to, this is the wound portion. Okay, so there it is right there. That's the wound. So I'm going to go in here and get that as dark as I can. And I'm going to use some of this black face paint and get in here. And this is the part where you really get to have fun and be messy. So I'm going to get in here and just get it in there really good. And don't worry about being all gentle and stuff. It doesn't matter. It's an open wound on your arm. It's totally okay. See, even that color is starting to leak to the side a little bit because it's not completely dry on the inside. And that's okay. And now, I'm going to go in there with some red too. I don't have any blood, so go in there. now I want to, you know what, I probably should have blended my skin color out first, but that's okay. This is really just a practice run, just learning how to use this stuff. And it's okay if the colors run together, particularly towards the wound, because like I said, it's a wound. So we're going to get all this rubbed in there. Okay. Need to get some more. Be right back. Okay, now I'm powdering it down. It really is quite a mess, but it's fun, so. I think next time I won't use the bonus gauze. I will just put the liquid latex on in a layer and then go on with the cotton ball. I think that would be better. But that looks pretty gnarly though, don't it? Okay. Now we just want to wait for that to dry off some. Okay, now I'm taking little pieces of this twine and just dipping either end in some liquid latex and just putting it in place, just very crudely. See that? Oh. And I do have to say, this stuff is very messy, but it is very fun for me. And I know this, remember, you have to realize this is the very first time I have ever worked and done anything with liquid latex. So, you know, be supportive. So that was it. That's how I did it. Very easy. I think that this was, you know, kind of just learning as I go, and I think next time I'm not going to use the gauze when I'm doing a wound like this. I mean, definitely that gauze will come in handy for things that need to be raised, but I think, although a wound like this would be swollen, we want to get technical, but I think that it'll look a lot smoother if I just go over it with just the liquid latex and then in the center do the unrolled cotton ball for the wound that I can cut open and make it gashy. But and I could have used a little more blood, I think, but overall, I think for my first attempt at this, I think it's pretty awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm really excited about this liquid latex. It's a new adventure for me, and I hope I come up with some really great looks. Thanks so much, and I will talk to all of you later. Bye. Hi, everybody. Well, it looks like I made some birds really angry. Look at them. Look at these vicious, vicious, shiny, glittery birds just pecking away at me. I just thought I'd have some fun with this latex stuff. I did not have any real blood or anything, but here's a quick video on how I did this. It's so easy because this isn't like Ellie Mac level special effects makeup. I just thought it was really funny. And then the black bird on a headband. So stay tuned and watch how I do this. It's really stupid and easy, but let me show you the whole thing. But it was so fun, and he actually looks like they're falling asleep on me, but I got the birds at the Dollar Tree. I know they look real vicious, but I can peel the latex. I've stuck them to make latex, and I could peel that off and reuse them for something. So anyway, I had fun, so here you go. So I start with ripping the legs off of one of the little blackbirds. They come off real easy. They're just little very lightweight styrofoam things. And then I take hot glue and position it on a headband wherever I want it. I kind of wanted it a tad to the side, so that's where I glued him. It glues a lot better without the feet on. The feet just kind of, that did not work for me. So when we let's go ahead and stick them on there with some hot glue and set it down and let it dry for a couple minutes while you work on your face and your wound. So again, protecting my eyebrows with some Vaseline, and normally I would protect my hairline too, but I didn't, and put that hair back with a headband. And I'm pouring out some liquid latex into a little bowl, and I'm just going to use a little cosmetic wedge and just put the little marks of liquid latex wherever I want the little bird pecks to appear. So I just dab them all over. You can dab them on your face, neck, chest, arms, even your legs, wherever you want to put them. And you can get as grody as you want to with this. I think it's pretty cute because I made little tiny little pecks, but and then once it's dry, you want to just slightly lift the latex up just to give the illusion of like open sores. And then I'm using a not a concealer, a foundation to blend to make the acrylic, to make the liquid latex sort of match my skin tone, and just blend that in real good. And I also blended it on my arms and chest because I did use some on those, but I end up not painting those. And then I'm going in, I did not have any fake blood, so I'm using red and black paint, just a tiny bit of black and some red mixed together, and just kind of painting it up inside the lifted liquid latex. And now I just add my birds with some liquid latex. Place one right here on the side of my face. Just kind of place them over where there's a little red mark, so it'll look like that's where he's getting me. And then this guy. Oh, you little butthole. And there they are, all stuck to me. I stuck a couple on my chest, on my face, and one in the headband. And again, these are lightweight, so you could use as many or as few as you want. See? Super simple. It was so easy. And I know it's ridiculous looking, but it's very lightweight, and just, I think it's a fun, like, if you had to come up with a last minute costume or something, and you have liquid latex and blackbirds laying around your house, this is totally something. I've just, I think I say so on the video, but I just, when I put the latex on, I was going to use like the little bit of cotton from Q-tip, so I would have something to snip open to make it look like an open wound, but I know that it would be so minimal, so I just decided to just kind of, after the latex dried, just pull each little brush of it up a little bit. So my nose really itches. So anyway, and just watercolor black and red pen. I think I mentioned that in the tutorial. I don't know, because I can't remember one thing from the next. So anyway, there it is. I hope you had fun with me. Thanks for watching. Bye. In this video, I create a Little Red Riding Hood look where she actually gets attacked by the wolf. I intended to get a little wolf mask to make it look like I got the wolf better than he got me, but anyway, Little Red Riding Hood's always been a favorite of mine. Okay, so first I'm going to trim some pieces of cotton. So they're a little smaller just because this is going to go, one of them is going to go down across here, and I don't want any cotton to kind of wander off into my eyeballs. Don't try this at home. Yeah, that's about what I want So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm working on trimming my cotton pieces because those are going to be the bits I cover with latex and then cut into to form the scrapes. Okay, so I'm going to take just this little cheap contouring crayon and just mark where I kind of want my slashes to be. I know I want that first one there, and one is gonna be, I don't want it to run into my eye, so it's gonna, about like that. I might do some down there, I don't know yet though. And then, like that. Just, he would get me with 4, so let's put one here just in case I decide to do that. And then, as always, before doing the latex on your face, protect those eyebrows. I forgot to protect them the other night and got a little bit of latex in them. Ooh. It was just a tiny, tiny amount though, so it was okay. But it was enough to help me remember though. Okay, so I poured some liquid latex in my trusty bowl, and I know I didn't put my hair back, but I'm just going to be real careful because that one headband I use does not like to stay on my head. I think my head is really flat in the back or something. I don't know what the deal is. Okay. So this will be where the first piece of cotton is going to go. Probably trim that off right there so it's not quite so close to my hairline. And then I'm just gonna, nope, see, that's why you want to put the that's why you want to put it on your, put the Vaseline on your brow. A little more down here. And then I want to smooth it out a little bit more though. And after this dries some, I'll go through and smooth it out. And you know, if it gets all over your fingers, just wait a minute for it to dry and then you could peel it right off. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go in with my finger and do it because it's just too close to my eye. I feel like I have more control if I just use my finger. I'm just putting baby powder on these, on the latex, just a little bit. So when I snip where the cotton is, it doesn't, my scissors don't stick to it. It's gonna work better. And then we just blend it out. Okay, so I put some black eyeliner inside the wounds to make them look kind of deeper. And now I'm going to go in with this red cream paint inside, and then just kind of play with the colors until I get a nice bloody streaky look.
When I go back.
Okay. This red, it's really too bright, but it'll be mitigated with the makeup and the other colors I use. And I just want to make sure I get it right in between the layers of latex. I'm not happy with the blood yet, so I'm going in with this kind of wine lipstick, just this cheap thing from Wet n Wild, and just going in the wounds with it. Seeing what I can make happen. Alright, now let me get the costume on and do some finishing touches.